Yes, sir. Ooh, that's a good. Whoa, right at me.
Jeez. Hey, got me too. We run away.
You run away. Let me add that there without burning you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm bit. Oh yeah, that's a big fish. Yeah, that's a big fish. In this episode, Mr. Paul Kaplan right here is gonna give us a tour of his brand new Arima Sea Chaser 19. This thing is awesome. And again, he's gonna tell us about it, why he chose this one, and some of the features if you are interested. In terms of the fishing today, we're trying to get squid because number one, they're delicious. And then number two, we're gonna be fishing out here a lot, and it'll make sense to have some nice local frozen squid to use and not have to buy it in the store or at the landing. So we'll show you what we're using too in terms of the squid jigs. Paul's got a nice little rig, and we'll show it to you if it really catches a bunch of our desired species.
Yeah, we'll show it if it catches fish.
Yeah.
Catches squid. Fruit of the sea.
Exactly. But we just got to the spot. It's super early. Shout out to Howie at the boat launch. He got us out early, so that's really exciting stuff. So we get to take advantage of that gray light hour, and it is like 2 days past the full moon, which is ideal for squid jigging because they build their nests on the full moon, and hopefully those sea bass are around. Oh, I said it, sea bass.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Nah, squid is the #1 goal. But we did
halibut second, sea bass third.
Sure. But yeah, we got some dropper loops set up for if we get the squid, dropping them down on dropper loops to be able to hopefully catch something on the bottom that loves squid. But yes, again, get ready for the tour of the Sea Chaser 19. Oh, and by the way, I'm also going to tell you about Paul's old boat. It is the Robalo, and it is a 16 footer, and it seems bigger. It fishes a lot better. We have it in a previous episode, so we're going to also talk about how you guys might be able to buy it off of him because he doesn't need it anymore, obviously, because he has this boat. So we'll give you some details on that, as well as some footage of last time we fished on it. And yeah, we have beautiful projected weather today. We're looking at super light winds all day. And what was swell, Paul?
2 feet at 15 seconds.
2 feet at 15 seconds.
Like 0 feet at 0 seconds.
Yeah, right now that's what it is. It is a lake out here. Ah, awesome. And I guess let's start with yeah, this is a 19-foot boat. Look at all the space we have.
That's crazy. 8-foot beam. So it's real stable.
Mm-hmm. And you guys can't help but notice it has a bit of a pilot house here. Keeps you out of the wind. Coming out here was real easy and super comfortable. Oh, I got one.
You got one.
I got one.
Are you on the bottom?
Yeah. One squiddy. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, guys. But a little bit bigger would be nice. Paul's gonna rig up his live bait tank here soon, but for now we do not have one. But we got squid on deck now. First one. I think I might send him down on a dropper loop. All right, my dropper loop rig. I got a 5/0 circle hook on the dropper loop. Let's hang her off the bottom here. Get our fresh little squid. Just get him right at the top of the mantle, just like that, and send him down. Oh yeah, you're looking good, bud. You're looking good. Yeah, look at this. Here's another squid.
You're getting a bunch compared to me.
Oh, see, these things just have a bead and then all these little prongs pointing up, and they're really sharp. So when these squid attack the beads, they get stuck right there. That's what it looks like. Little prongs.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes, that's a good one.
Hey,
That's a really good squid.
got a squid.
That's a good one. Look at that. That's a solid squid, guys.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna throw them in the cooler. Get in there. Good squid. That was a nice one. Here you go, Paul. They're here.
You got them?
I feel them tapping. There you go. Got one. Yeah, they're here. Got them. All right, squid number 3. Let's go. I hope we stumble across the squid mother load. I got a squiddy. Oh, that's a big one. Look at that one, just squirting away. Squirting. Yeah, I'm gonna try to minimize how much ink gets on Paul's boat.
That's one bite of calamari.
We're doing it slowly but surely, just scratching away. Yes, sir. Ooh, that's a good. Whoa, right at me.
Hey!
Oh. All the ink. Oh, that one was mad. You angry little guy.
Whoa!
Wow. Oh, he's kind of green. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, jeez. Chill. That's, look at that one. That's the kind that we want right there. That's candy right there. For the halibut, oh, throw that on a, look at that one. That one's big. So we're gonna do a little catch and cook portion here. So Carl is, yeah. Welcome back to an episode, Carl. It has been a minute, but real quick, we're just doing the calamari that we got. We got a bunch of it. This is actually ready to go. We're rocking 400 degrees. Carl's the expert here. And our wives are over there enjoying this fresh calamari. Let me add that there without burning you. That's Elise. And then you guys know Veronica. Carl, break down what the dredging process was.
Well, Edward soaked it in a little buttermilk for a while, and we strain off all that, and then we just season a little flour and dredge it lightly, I would say. You know, just try to get it in all the nooks and crannies, but you don't want a bunch of excess flour all over the place, and try to make sure it's all throughout the middle and not just on the outside of the tubes here. So takes a little extra effort, but makes them extra airy and fluffy, and makes them kind of puff up and be that beautiful restaurant calamari that you're looking to make.
It's looking good. Here's my little makeshift backyard kitchen here. We're gonna
Way better than restaurant calamari.
add it there. That's what it looks like. With some homemade tartar sauce. Yeah. Carl's not gonna share us that secret though. And we are doing this at, should be 400, but we just pulled some out. So we're gonna let it get back to 400 and then add our next little batch there. But guys, I'm just gonna say squidding is so worth it. And I was telling Carl, for those who want to fish and hunt these white sea bass and halibut and all that good stuff, if you're sitting on a bed of squid, those fish are just rotating around it, in and out, and your chances of getting bit are increasingly high because you have what they're feeding on down there, and you're making food for yourself. And another thing that I did is I vacuum sealed 3 dozen primo squid for bounce balling for halibut and whatever I will need in the future, especially in winter when these squid aren't available, and for dinner. Yeah, so guys, this is just a quick catch and cook. Again, just flour and seasoning and some expertise, and you end up with that. I might as well do it too. So Lisa's favorite, one of her favorite things.
So good.
Yeah, and then Veronica too.
I love tubes and tentacles.
So good.
With the tartar.
Dropping it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Carl's gonna do a little drop.
And you run away.
And then you run away. But it really doesn't take long. It literally, I don't know, probably a minute or less, just until you get your desired color and you're ready to rock and roll. The buttermilk was pretty nice, but it is helpful to go with a drier product. You'll get a lot less popping. So one thing that you guys can do is you could just put the squid on some paper towel to soak up as much of the excess moisture, if you don't mind not having the buttermilk, but that'll make it pop less. And it's definitely nice to have an outdoor area to do this, not just because of the smell, but that way you don't get oil all over the place. But that is looking amazing. Really quick, not only are we having calamari, it would have been nice to have calamari only, but
That would have done it. Yeah, it was enough.
I know we have, we're really close to ruining our appetite just from the calamari. But so lobster season's coming up in a few weeks.
And I need help.
And he needs help because your limit on lobster is a possession limit. You can't have over, how many?
You can have 7 per person in your household.
Yep, so you can't limit over and over and over and stack up on like 20 of them. You have to finish them before you get a new limit. So we're doing our part in helping Carl
I really appreciate it.
consume some lobster. But this is also a good time. Thank you guys for all your support. Let me show you guys something. We now have these available for this lobster season. Your lobster has to be 3 1/4 inches on the carapace. Carl, do you already have one of these?
Not the lobster gauge. I have the clam one though. I really love it.
Oh.
Yeah, powder coated and aluminum, nice and light. You don't really feel it bouncing around. I really like these a lot. They're sweet.
It's for you, brother.
And Chris is a local business owner here on the Central Coast, so definitely you should support both of these guys and buy a really cool product. I like that it's super fluorescent green, so if you drop it, you can see this thing even through murky water sometimes. It's neat for that. I mean, that's why I like it, but yeah, check them out.
Yeah. And the same goes for lobster and clams. The Fish and Game are keeping their eyes out, and if you have a bright green measuring device and they can tell it's a measuring device, they know that they don't have to worry about you, and saves you some time, and you get to really focus on getting some more.
That's right.
But yeah, those are available now at hooktocook.shop. Thanks again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm bit.
Nice.
That's a big fish. Oh yeah, that's a big fish.
Big fish?
Yeah, that's a big fish. That one's getting bit too. Oh, I think this is the right kind, Paul. Oh, it's a flatty, big flatty.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Damn, I had
Circle
him
hook.
right. Hit him right under the head.
It's fine. It's a big flatty. That's a big flatty, baby.
Big.
That's a
fucker.
toad.
Jeez.
Whee! Look at that thing. Oh, I'm shaking. I thought it was a, you know, sea bass, but dude,
I'll take that.
it's a big one. Oh, where's your beater? I need to club him before he gets crazy.
You stand either.
Oh, no. Shit. Ow, ow. I stepped on the gaff. Oh,
Did it puncture you?
yeah. Went through the boot.
Uh-oh. I got a first aid kit.
It's all right. I think I'll be fine now.
Nice fish.
That is a nice fish, guys. Nice fish. Whew.
Did I tell you Catherine gets the first halibut caught?
Uh-huh. On the squid. Of course.
We found the sea bass.
You got one?
No, we found it, bro.
Oh.
Come on. I'm telling you, dude, get your ass over here, bro.
Let's go, Paul. They're nearby, apparently, according to our buddy old pal Albert. Oh, gopher! Something took my squid right now.
I'm gonna go right over to put the mark on them.
Okay.
If you guys are drifting way away,
Oh, something took my squid right now. It's a small rockfish. Oh, it's a lingcod.
I'm on. Nothing screaming out line.
I just got a nice lingcod.
all right on.
Paul's on, something good. Do you want to keep lings?
Yeah. This one I do.
Ooh,
Good one.
it's a good one. I think one drift and then cool. We probably would have had half the cooler already done.
There's something.
Oh, could be the
Got
flat
some
kind.
white.
Need gaff, huh? Oh, I'm on too. I'm on something good. This one has a little bit of weight to it too.
A good fighter. It's just a good fighter.
Nah, lingcod.
Look at the size of this one.
Get off. Get off. I don't want you. Nope, he's not going nowhere.
Look at that. Nice one.
Yeah, so we got put on a little wild goose chase because Albert saw what he thought was sea bass, and there was a bunch of boats on it. So we ended up making a run out of our squid zone, which, I don't know, in hindsight, it might have made more sense to stay and stick on those squid while we were on them real good. But it's on the way home, so we're gonna do it again, get some more squid. But we're getting bit. It's fun. It's fun. There you go.
Biting my squid.
Someone's biting your squid? Oh, yeah, big old brown. All right, the grand finale. One more shot at squid after that little side quest. Caught some lingcod, other rockfish. But one cool thing we're gonna do, Paul and I, is we're gonna flip a coin. If it lands on heads, Paul gets to keep the head part of the halibut that we caught together. And if it lands on tails, of course he gets the tail. So I don't know if you guys know this, but you can tell Siri on your iPhone to flip a coin and it'll do it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip a coin. When we get back, heads, keeps the head, tails, he keeps the tail. So let's go. But if anything, we'll catch you back at the dock, because again, all we're gonna do is squid. But if we catch something real good, best believe I'll show you. We're either gonna be at the dock or we're gonna catch something good. And we are back after all of that. What do you think, Paul?
Good day. Great day on the water. A little bumpy coming home, but other than that, it was good.
Mm-hmm. Tell us, like, yeah, give us a tour. So we experienced some chop on the way,
Yeah.
but what was special about your seat?
Well, these are called smooth moves, and they give when you sit on them. So it takes a little pain out. Saves your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we'll have another one for the passengers soon.
Yep. And again, we're showing you Paul's new 19-foot Arima Sea Chaser. This thing is a definite fishing machine. What you give up in terms of being able to cut through the chop, you definitely make up for with the wide beam and the fishability. We were super comfortable all day today.
Yeah.
Getting that squid, fighting that halibut. We were both able to be on one side of the boat while we were fighting that fish and then gaffing it, bringing it aboard. Not unstable at all. And yeah, get a little bit more.
Well, we got a little cuddy cabin. It's not too big, maybe a couple kids, but it's great for storage. Don't have to worry about that. Got the dual Garmin 9-inch screens. Garmin radio, autopilot. It kind of just said, let's do everything. It's probably going to be my last boat. Famous last words. I carry my own tablet. Radar. The autopilot's the Garmin Reaction 40 smart pump, so it will go in degrees, which is really nice. Got plenty of lighting, interior light, got backlights, got a spotlight up front. Built-in fish boxes.
Oh yeah, which we'll just take a look
Something in there?
how well it's equipped for some fish.
Look at the size of that halibut.
That's pretty good.
Almost doesn't fit.
Yeah, that lingcod's probably pushing 26, 27, huh?
Yeah, nice ling too.
Yeah, and then
Got a blue tongue on it.
wow. Yeah, so definitely a nice fish hold, that's for sure.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. So you can get
What do you mean a lot of
fish.
them?
Well, there's one here and there's one there.
Yeah, for a 19-foot boat, I mean, it's pretty ideal. And then fuel-wise, what do we got in terms of a fuel capacity on this thing?
48 gallons.
48 gallons. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we burnt what? What do you think? Like
Not even half a tank.
not even half a tank, so probably 20-something gallons, and we
Yeah,
ran
I
pretty
think
good.
I'm averaging about 4 miles to gallon and then 4 gallons to the mile. I mean, what is it?
4 miles to the gallon.
tired.
Something like that. Something like that. I
But
know.
yeah, extra storage here.
Yeah.
Got lots of storage on this boat, which is
So that's
great.
standard. Is that standard?
No, these are an option.
Okay.
Pedestals are standard.
Okay.
So this is an option, and there's actually cushions that go here, so you can sit
And you said this weighs 1750
dry
dry
with one engine.
with one engine. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty light boat.
Yeah.
Super easy to tow.
Yeah.
You
You
don't
definitely
even
do it
feel
with a V6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know you got a nice V8 that you tow with. And then, of course, the kicker, probably looking at what, another 50 pounds?
110.
100, oh my gosh, double.
9.9 kicker.
Shows how much I know about kickers.
The 150 Yamaha is a little more than they recommend, a 115 for this, but that's the max, and it's nice to have the power when you need it.
Absolutely.
We hit 42 in it,
Yeah,
so that's flying.
that's super solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then is the spray down, the wash down is optional too?
That's optional.
Yeah, so you can get this
Yeah.
really stripped down if you wanted. What would like a
Yeah.
stripped down model go range about?
I don't know now. They're about 70.
Okay.
About 70
Yeah.
base price.
There you
You
go.
know, like I didn't go with their rocket launcher. This is one that was made for it. But they have all kinds of factory options for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you choose this over other options? Or what other, were you looking at other boats too?
You know, I've always known about Arimas, and they have such a good reputation. They have kind of a cult following. People love them. And I really wanted something with some protection. You know, I love my other boat. It's a great fishing boat, but I'm not a young man anymore. I'm tired of getting cold and wet, and,
Yeah.
you know, this keeps you nice and dry, but it's open.
Yeah.
You know, you still feel like you're an open boat. So you don't have to run inside the cabin to get to your electronics and
Yeah,
stuff.
no small space to get through, to get inside. Nice ventilation also.
Yeah, and it's got removable sunroofs, I guess you'd call them. Or
And
you
that's
can
standard?
That is standard.
Cool.
You can pop them up and vent them a little bit too if you want to. Windshield wipers, single is the standard, but
And these are all fixed. The windows don't open, they don't slide, they're just fixed. I don't see that as a bad thing just because you got it's open in the back. And then you have the optional canvas that you can put to enclose the whole thing too,
enclose the
right?
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's I noticed there's these tabs right here ready for that, and then these snaps that you can do, and I'm sure it's clear.
Yeah, and it slides into this track and then fastens down here and here.
I see.
But yeah, you can get sliding windows from the factory about $450
Okay.
if you wanted to.
For both.
No,
Oh, for just
Each.
one. Oh, each 450 each.
not including crating or shipping. So.
Okay, yeah, but I
They're
can see
not
how
cheap, but-
you know I can see why. I mean, this is just a great option. I mean, look at this view. You have really nice view. He will be getting trim tabs, is what Paul said. That way he can get the bow down. But we were riding a little bit high, but still, the visibility wasn't too terrible. I mean, as a passenger, a couple things that I do appreciate were these kind of courtesy storage areas. Plenty of room up top to add different electronics. And one other thing that I wanted to point out that I really like is that it's just empty fiberglass here that is really easy to clean. It's not like the fabric that some manufacturers put in. And then more kind of courtesy storage right here. It's two-tiered, which is really nice. And a little extra cup holder down there. But it's nicely laid out, in my opinion, for you know, a couple guys to just go out on the day, which is really good. And like you said, I mean, 48 gallon tank.
Yeah.
I mean, that's plenty to run around. And this is still a small enough boat where you can launch it on a hoist. And then also you don't feel bad going solo. You don't need to have, you know, two guys split the bill in terms of fuel, but we will no matter what.
No, and you can handle it by yourself. You can launch it. You can get it on the boat trailer by yourself. And I've taken it to Morro Bay. It's just not that hard.
Yeah.
Everything works good.
Anything we left out?
Well, like a little old lady who lives near me came by and she's admiring the boat. She goes, "It has really clean lines."
Yeah, we'll do.
So it's nice it's a nice looking boat. A lot of compliments on it, and I'm super happy with it.
Yeah. I do like the lines and how the cabin flows into the rest of the boat. I do really love how the windshield is angled outwards. So no matter what, that spray, the water isn't just going to stick onto your windshield while you're going. I mean, you have the wipers anyway, but I mean, that's just an added, I'd see it as a safety feature that your view isn't obstructed by a bunch of water coming down. Because if it was sloped like a car windshield, I mean, it's always just going to have water running, especially in inclement weather.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, great purchase, Paul. We saw this boat and we were like, man, that thing is nice. But really quick, we'll leave, I'm going to leave a link to the video showing a trip on his 16-foot Robalo. Again, that thing is for sale. What are you asking for it?
$31,500.
He's asking $31,500. It's equipped with...
it's a 2021.
Uh-huh.
It has a 70 Yamaha, about 300 hours. It's got autopilot, it's got fish finder, it's got a Riptide, Terranova, Tarova, however you say that, Spotlock, trolling motor with dual batteries set up, dual 100 amp lithium batteries. I put extra rod holders on it. It's really well equipped.
Yeah.
And it's a nice little boat.
Yeah.
You know, if you like to fish alone or with one person, it's perfect. If you have a couple kids, family, fine. You know, 4 big guys doesn't really work in it. You know, 3, but yeah, it's got a 7-foot beam, so it's super stable.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Paul again fished on it last year. Again, I'll leave that link below. There's 2 things I'm going to leave. If you guys are interested in his Robalo, I'm going to leave a link to the video. I'm actually going to leave it as an end card, but I'm also going to leave it linked below where you guys can see that boat. We did a pretty good view all around while it was driving. Yeah. And then I will leave Paul's email in case you guys are interested in, you know, seeing that boat. It's stored Northern California?
No, it's up in Atascadero.
Oh, it's in Atascadero. Okay. Yeah. All right.
An aluminum trailer. Again, hardly any miles on it.
And you bought it new?
No.
Or your second owner?
No, I bought it with 15 hours on it.
You bought it new.
I bought it new. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Well, that was really fun. So last but not least, where's my phone? Oh, I'm recording on it. So, but let's see. I'm going to switch you over to the GoPro real quick. Remember, what do we say? Heads, heads, tails, tails.
Oh.
Yep. All right, ready? Hey, Siri.
Good afternoon.
Flip a coin.
Heads.
All right.
Heads.
Paul gets the head.
I get the head.
The head part, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to cut it, kind of try to keep the meat even, but, I mean, you get to take care of the head and the guts.
Okay.
There's Paul's half, my half. Pretty good. Thanks for joining. This was a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun fishing for squid. I mean, this was my best squidding outing I've ever had. This Paul's first squidding outing.
We got ink on the boat.
Yeah, we got ink on the boat, and he's you'll do it again.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to do it again.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's something new, so it was really fun. I mean, I almost, you know, catching those lingcod, we were both like, let's go back squidding, let's go back. And then you also have the chance to catch something big, like I did with that halibut. That was freaking amazing. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was the sea bass, just how it was running and fighting, but it's just a really big halibut. But also, really quick, here's why you keep your fish on the gaff when you have it. Look at what happened. Hey. I stepped on the gaff because that halibut was flopping everywhere, and I was just trying to figure something out, and
could have been worse.
It could have been way worse. So keep your fish on a gaff, especially the big ones, because they're hard to control. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining. I'm gonna leave again videos right here. The one is Paul's old boat, and then I'm gonna leave another one, I guess, where we jigged for squid and caught white sea bass on a fishing charter. Any last words, Paul?
Thank you, Edward. It's been a pleasure. We'll do it again.
I know. I'm glad you answered your phone yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
This is an awesome boat, guys. Awesome captain. We'll catch you guys on the next one.